We fail because we lack the time. We fail because we lack the motivation and belief. We fail because we forget what we do it for. But most importantly, we fail because we lose ourselves. Multiply all of these points by 10, and then you have someone with ADHD. Today, I will present to you my personal solution to a lot of my problems: self-discipline. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time there was this boy who fell in love with this girl. Soon, the boy had to move away for his studies, leaving their relationship in a frail state. Whilst away, the boy started looking for what he really wanted in life, asking himself what his purpose was. Every Monday he would get up, tell himself he was going to quit smoking, go to the gym 3 times a week, stop eating fast food, and eat an avocado every day. Every Friday he came home, totally distraught from the tough week he had, and ordered a pizza. Saturdays were usually spent partying, while smoking a pack of cigarettes of course, and Sundays he ended up ordering another pizza to get over his hangover. Weeks turned into months, and months turned into years. Over the course of 2 years, the boy became more and more frustrated with himself, since he never seemed to complete anything that he started. He started taking breaks more frequently, involving more drugs. It all just didn't go the way he thought it would when initially enrolling in university. He thought the self-doubt would finally have an end. Meanwhile, the girl didn't receive the love she deserved anymore, because the boy didn't have any of his love to give. He hated himself. One day, the girl had enough. She told the boy that she didn't feel loved anymore due to the insufficient support the boy gave her. If he didn't get his shit together, she said, it would all be over. The boy was devastated, having deeply known all along that the path he was taking ended up on a cliff, leading into the dark, unknown ocean. What happened after is history. All of a sudden he had something to fight for, and after just 1 month he felt better and more free than ever before in his entire life. How did he do it? How did he manage to escape the black hole he called a life? The answer, as you will know, is self-discipline. The boy told himself enough is enough and started being hard on himself. He knew, however, that if he was going to be too hard on himself and try to immediately stop smoking, go to the gym 3 times a week, totally stop eating fast food and try and eat an avocado every day, he would, just like before, fall into his black hole come Friday. And so, he took it step by step. He started going to the gym once, then twice a week. He continued smoking cigarettes, but now only on parties. And he would only eat fast food once a week. After some time, he was naturally able to go to the gym 3 times a week, since his body gained in strength. He completely stopped eating fast food because his mind gained in strength. Being harder on himself allowed him to develop a feeling of self-worth because he knew what he had accomplished. Self-love is what followed, which led to the boy being able to give the girl the love she deserved. He started feeling better about himself, seeing live progress in the way he looked and acted. You see, the power of being able to say no to something small, like a beer or a pack of sweets, went a long way. Today, that boy is making YouTube videos. Now don't get me wrong, that boy is still struggling. But now he knows that what he's envisioned for himself is possible, giving him continued strength. He knows that progress is the only way and that the life he's living might just be a test for something greater. He wants to keep proving to himself that he is capable of things no one would have thought possible. He doesn't want to please others, not thinking about the consequences he would experience anymore. If friends ask him if he wants to go to a party, and he knows he has something important to finish, he says one simple word: no. So what should you take away from this video? Self-discipline represents the epicenter of self-improvement. You make your own rules, you control your life by being able to say yes and no to things. Now, this takes time, but the longer you do it for, the more self-worth you will foster. So what that you're different from everybody else, and that no one seems to understand the way you're thinking? That's what makes you special. That's what makes you, you. You have to use that to your advantage. The only person you have to prove yourself to is yourself. You make the rules, and the only thing that's real is what you think is real. Start being harder on yourself, and you'll only regret it in the short term.
So a dude screamed to me the other night, "Hey, Will, I want to be an actor, man. I want to be an actor just like you." You know, usually people say stuff to me like that. I'm like, "Yeah, man, you know, you can do it." Give them an encouraging word. But I was just sitting here thinking, and it dawned on me, 99% of people that say stuff like that are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. You know, something as simple as food and eating. It's not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest. Every day we are choosing shit that's not in our own best interest. Right? So if the world is attacking you and the world wants to fight you and the world's trying to hold you down, so you're going to kick yourself in the balls? So you're going to stop yourself from getting what you dream. Self-discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Now guys, if you're like me and are struggling with ADHD in a world full of people that don't understand it, why don't you consider subscribing to not miss out on any motivational videos regarding ADHD in the future. If you're gonna start enforcing self-discipline in your life right now, why don't you drop me a like so I know how many of you guys I was able to motivate today. Now please also consider that I am by all means no expert. I'm only 20, but self-discipline is something that has worked for me and might therefore just work for you too. This has been Artem Hugs. Till next time, guys.